So it's been raining. God, it's hard talking about yourself, isn't it? My name is Piers Carpenter and I am a jeweller. I was trained as a jobbing jeweller, which means that I was trained to do repairs and, you know, make things occasionally, but more on the repair side of things, which personally I think has been really good. Doing the repairs, you need all sorts of tools for all sorts of different jobs because you're doing all the different sort of trades within the jewellery world. So I obviously have a lot of tools, but I do think, I mean, I use a few things every day, but the specifically the Maun 4340125 just snipe nose parallel pliers. I use those every single day. They're fantastic, hence why I got in touch with the people at Maun. So I was lucky enough to take part in series 2 of All That Glitters and fortunate enough to win it at the end. I have been in the jewellery trade since I was 15. I've not been on the bench since I was 15. I started as a sales assistant in a jewellery and antique shop which sold a lot of antique jewellery, quite high-end things. I mean, I was fortunate enough to do that. It's given me a lot of sort of insight into designs and things like that. And then again, fortunate enough that when I did get on the bench, it was doing repairs. I get to see how things are made and sort of question that as well. Why is it made that way? Why is that the best way to make it? Yes, I've probably been on the bench for about, it's hard to say with COVID, probably about 4 years actually on the bench working, but including COVID, when I wasn't working, probably about 5-6 years. In the scheme of things, not a great deal of time. I worked really hard to get into it. The whole time I was working in the shop, there was a jeweller on site and I pestered him to teach me, and he'd always say no. And then I must have wore him down. And I think it was about 7 years of asking him to teach me. He gave in and started teaching me. And I haven't looked back since. You sort of get a great sense of achievement, like being able to do something that you set out that you wanted to do. And I think that's maybe why I won All That Glitters, maybe why, you know, I'm doing quite well now on my own. When it's something that you really want and you've worked really hard to get it, you continue to work hard. You sort of, it's a passion. It goes sort of beyond a job. We'll call that the bio.